Alright. Professional, I swear. Anyways, hey, what is up, guys? It's been a while since I've done a live stream, I know. But I am here right now, at the painted world of Arian. I'm terrible with names. Yeah, Ariando. Because I'm pretty sure DarkSouls Remastered was the painted world of Arianes or Arianes or something like that. I don't know. This is just the painted world of Ariando. Either way, I'm just gonna run through here. And currently, right now, I'm on my main character. Obviously, level 185. I'm on Journey 3, or otherwise known as New Game Plus 2. But otherwise, Journey 3 is what I'm on right now. Everything's perfect, you know, I got the flame arc. Pretty good considering this entire world is snow, but like I said, I know it's been a while. Kinda like the last thing I've done for a good little bit was do a PvP video. Just kind of showcasing a little bit. What I was trying to do during that video, if it wasn't kind of obvious, is I was trying to be, you know, a little bit nice where I didn't try to fight with enemies, so I let them kill the enemy first. I know it kind of didn't work that way at like a certain part, but you know, that's what I was trying to do. And then after I did that video and I was doing a lot of PvP, and I was doing a lot of PvP. Not, you know, that's not the reason why I have 81,000 souls. No, it's because I'm in New Game Plus 2. But before I continue, I'm just gonna make sure that the audio. I know it's on 5, but music. No, music I put the 4. Sound effects I'll put the 3. Not the voice of other characters. Okay. So anyways, as I was saying before, yeah. I've already gone through this. Obviously, I'm in New Game Plus 3. The only thing that I have problems with is just remembering where to go, because this game is massive. It's just kind of a lot to remember. I've already been in the painted world a little bit. Got my friend a couple of items that I was running around with. And so yeah, I'm just kind of just running through. But oh, what was I saying before this? Oh yeah, when I was PvPing, which I know is kind of like, in a way, kind of like a dick thing to do, which is why I was being nice. It was literally one time. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna let them all come follow me over here. There was one time where I was doing PvP, Catacombs of Carthus, because, you know, I was like, okay, I can invade people here. Oh, nice game sign. Alright. Wow. Okay. Anyways. So yeah, I'm just kind of casually running through the painted world, because I've already really ran through it before. Whatever. But yeah, so like there was a time when I invaded and I literally just like let this guy run around, summon a phantom, like he literally summoned a warrior of sunlight. I didn't care because I also wanted to get forked pale tongues, but I kind of just, you know, was like really nice to them. I kind of let them get all the way to like the boss room area, and then I just like kind of forced myself into a 2v1. But at the same time, I almost won that fight. It was just, you know, I was kind of like not really. I was more or less trying to panic kill them more than actually try to kill them. So I ended up dying, but I got both of them to like below half health before I did die, so yeah, I tried. It's a little bit harder to do 2v1s. But either way, I learned from that to just pretty much never really be too nice in Dark Souls. I tried, it didn't really benefit me in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, I was trying to get all the Covenant items, because that's pretty much the only thing I have left to do, is get all the Covenant items. I hate fighting Millwood Knights, but whatever. Yeah, we'll just go this way. I don't really feel like dealing with that. I already got all the items in there anyways. Does he actually jump up? Oh, he does. I never actually noticed this. I always jump down. Ow. Huh. That's pretty cool. Alright. I think up there is back to kind of where we were. I don't know. Not gonna really worry about it too much. So there's that bonfire. Run across the bridge. Yeah, what I learned from that fight in the catacombs, pretty much, was just never be too nice. As much as I want it to be, because I know how much, you know, like just PvP in general, or just invading somebody in general, is kind of like a dick thing to do. Which is why, I mean, I'm still gonna go towards the honor code of, you know, trying to fight them without other people, but like trying to fight without the AI right next to me. I need to equip my bow.
Well, I got Ashbert read item. Now out. Now out.
Let's go ahead and come down to this area that's a little bit of a pain sometimes. Because I could snipe that dude from all the way over here. Yep, that should go the way I thought it would. Rest in peace on you, bro. Hope he lives. That's always cool. Somehow lives. Now, the reason why I got my bow. I don't think this is gonna work at all. Okay, I'm not even gonna try it. It didn't really do anything. Oh my god. Hit him from here and do damage. It doesn't look like it. Oh, but it's 7 damage. That is not worth it. Is there anybody else I can snipe? Because I know there's 2. Oh, wow. You know, I have that bow too, it just doesn't have that great of a range. Slayer, the Dragon Slayer, sure. Wrong arrows. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so where's the second one that I knocked him down? Oh, the second one's over there. No! Darn it. Spent so long knocking down the other one, and then just that happens. Okay. Whatever, I'm just gonna run through. That's fine, I'll ember whenever I get to the bottom. Don't remember exactly. I know that snap freeze is down there, like all the way to the bottom, and then you go to the left instead of the right. Because going to the right is where Wiffle Boss is. And I'm just honestly gonna run through, because I think my problem there was I spent way too long trying to snipe the other guy that I kind of forgot how to run around a little bit. Smack. Smack. Wait for all the whole animation, bridge falling. That's fine. That happens. Even to, like, people could go through this game like 100 times, and by 100 times I'm not saying like new game plus 100 times, I'm saying like creating a bunch of different characters and just running through this area and still get shot at by an arrow and fall to their death. so speed running through. He already got the Twinkly, so I don't have to worry about Twinkly. Watch me kill your friend, and you just kind of like stood there like, I'm too afraid to move from this little spot. Probably be smart for me to actually use my interchangeable ring slot that I have over here. I don't know why I have that one equipped, whatever. I don't even think having more health would really help me. Unless I ember, but I don't even think I would still live. And even if I did, it would be just barely. So let's see if I live with the kitty cat ring. Oh god. I almost just killed myself. Alright. So going on down. For me, I can't forget shiny. I feel like I've forgotten that shiny before too. I just kind of completely ignored it because I don't really feel like going back up the tree, but you know, I feel confident in my abilities to come back up this tree. Cool. I don't know if that's any good or not, but cool. By the way, I forgot the bonfire down here. Well, that's something to kind of remember for later purposes, and by later purposes, I mean it would have helped me when I was on my sorcerer build, because you know I managed to make it to the bottom, and I completely forgot the bonfire that was down here. Kind of convenient little bonfire placement right next to a boss fight. Alright, well, I don't really need silver kitty cat ring anymore. Oh. Critical hit, they're still alive after that. Pretty easy. Now I'm going to equip the ring that gives me a little bit extra. I feel like it's so like insignificant. I have 3 of those, Jesus Christ. Like I never really noticed the ring of steel protection. Like ever. I don't want to equip those. I'll keep those equipped just in case. Pretty nice crystal gem farm spot, but I don't really need to use that all that much. So I'm pretty sure the crystal gem is only for making a weapon a magic weapon. Oh boy. Completely useless items. I have the coiled sword. Alright, so it's all the way at the end of this. It's gonna be one crazy tree. that's the crazy tree, so. I don't know if it's resistant to fire damage since it's kind of a fire-based tree as well, but. All I know is that the tree does not like fire. Snap freeze, which I don't remember if I've gotten it before or not. And at any rate, I don't have my embers equipped, but I have like 65, so it doesn't really matter. Restore my ember. Let's see if anybody put their summon sign down by Wolfos. Another crab. Oh, wait a minute, was that a sunlight one? No, it's just messages and stuff. I just realized too, because I mean, I only occasionally use Karthus Flame Arc. And again, I do have a ring slot that's interchangeable, so I can use it to give me an additional attunement slot, so that I can equip the, one, attunement that allows me to see summons without having to be embered. I mean, it's pointless now because I'm already embered, so. I guess another thing I should mention as I'm waiting to see an ember pop up around this area is that I know that this game is old. I know this game has been out for quite a while. More or less, I've just been kind of enjoying playing it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who wouldn't. This game is actually a lot of fun. It's challenging. Although there's some times where it's trivial. Which is, I think, another reason why I'm just trying to get to, like, as high as New Game Plus, because I'm pretty sure, like, the maximum is, like, New Game Plus 7, but you can keep going, like, you can keep going to New Game Plus beyond that. It's just a maximum it, like, the scales to is New Game Plus 7. And I guess that's why I'm trying to, like, see if I can get all my stats to 99. Slowly working on doing that. Not really, like, focusing on strength right now. I'm trying to get my dexterity, actually, to 30. And probably leveling up my health more. I might need to, especially since I've been going higher up in New Game Plus, that I've been taking a lot more damage. But and it's not like I can really upgrade my weapon considering it's a plus 10, and it's like one of the highest damage weapons that I have, apart from that weapon. Fugs, I have a plus 5 Fugs, just like way better than that. It has an S rating in strength. I guess while I'm waiting, I'm gonna quickly, because I'm lazy, not really because I'm lazy, but because I don't really feel like, actually I think that's 635. But just to double check. I like how I said I wasn't gonna do the math in my head, and I just like did it in my head. I also just don't have my glasses on because I've just been, you know, like I went to sleep. Oh, it was 6:35. Whereas my weapons, like, before I can turn off the calculator. 657, so yeah, it's like one of the highest damage weapons that I have. Another thing I could have looked at was my stats, because it says 657. That's while two-handing, which makes like strength weapons even stronger. Yeah, 635, so it's slightly weaker. This weapon, two-handing, 597. Although it is still pretty powerful, really powerful weapon. Let me re-equip that weapon. That's like 530, 20, 520, yeah, 520. Which is kind of sad considering how much like the Black Knight sword actually shredded like the first Dark Souls remastered. I have the Ring Knight straight sword, but yeah, like out of all weapons, the only other weapons that could really do more damage. I don't even have that +5 yet, but you know, I can have it equipped one-handed. I know that weapon does a lot, it's just getting used to its attacks. Free the Scythe, which is really underwhelming in PvP. Kinda just need to keep upgrading the Demon's Fist for it to honestly be any decent. But it also scales more to faith and intelligence. So it might be a weapon that I'll just like mess around with on my Pyromancy build. I actually kind of want to do that, like just give it to my Pyromancer, but that would require me to give it to one of my friends, like drop it to him, and having him go to a certain area so that he could drop me the weapon. So I can already have it, but I mean I might as well upgrade it as much as I can first before doing that. And I know it's kind of cheating, but at the same time I really don't care. And I could like also get a flame to +10, give it to my Pyromancer, but I mean I'm not gonna go that far. I mean I could. I have plenty of resources to do it. Like all these shields. Alright. Actually, if I don't see a summon sign within like the next... I'm actually just gonna fight the boss, it doesn't really matter too much. Like, if I were to see any summon signs, it would probably be, like, around this area, or the bonfire, so... And, meh. of sad, really, now that you think about it. It had so much hype for it, you know, bringing workers and everything. And it's quite easy, actually. I think the only problem with that fight, and I will say this, it's like one problem that like a lot of people have, is like trying to live, to be honest. Like if you can take hits, take the hits. As long as you can balance out like taking the hits, making sure that you do dodge so you don't take like a lot of damage, but mostly prioritizing hitting the wolf on like kind of what I was doing. I was playing a little bit passive, but I mean, when you have plenty of Estus and plenty of health, it's really not all that hard to play passive.
Welcome.
And if you're
Very well, then take no.
if your armor is strong enough, you can take a lot of hits as well.
Farewell, Ashen One.
It's just kind of sad. It's more or less like just slow leveling up at this point, but you know, it's to be expected at level 186 now. Very slow leveling up. I think, you know, I know if people have gotten higher level than that, and like in Dark Souls 2, my friend that I like playing, or you know, have fun playing around with, he has a character that's like level 280 something, and is like a sorcerer character. Then again, in Dark Souls 2, you can actually use the binoculars to guide your magic attacks, so you can actually, and you can snipe, pretty much snipe with your magic attacks, and it would actually go where you want them to go. It only works that way in Dark Souls 2, which, you know, is a thing. I'm trying to get myself to that point. Eventually I will get myself to that point. I've been kind of on and off Dark Souls 2, because out of like all of them, that one was like a real pain in my bootay. Because Remastered wasn't really all too hard. It was just more or less just trying to figure out what bosses and what areas and stuff I had to go to and kill and whatnot. Certain bosses were weak to magic, and I'm pretty sure there might be a way to kill the one flying dragon. I don't know. Well, all I do know is that I'm going to continue onwards through the painting. In which case, I need to go to this place, because I could go to the trap, but then which require me going across the bridge, and this is literally just across the bridge where I need to go anyways. And I guess right now, after doing all that, I'm actually going to take a quick bathroom break. I'm going to rest at the bonfire to make sure I don't get invaded as I do that, so pretty easy on myself. Alright, so that's the bonfire. I'll be right back. Continue onwards through the painting. Alrighty. 6 minutes set up a little bit, and Continuing onwards. Alright. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do this right now. Just because, honestly, I am in New Game Plus 3, but I'm just gonna do this. So if anybody wants to join me, of course, you know, I have voice chat restricted. Just because I don't really feel like hearing in-game chats and whatnot, and all of that. So it's more or less just, you know, whatever. But I'm gonna make the password cam_y. That's what my password's gonna be for whenever I do live streams. So if anybody watches this as an after video, or if you're watching it live, if anybody actually catches this live, not really matters anyways. But this isn't gonna always be the password I run around with. The password I run around with is different. I'm actually happy I didn't have it up before stream. Then it's just a completely different password. But this is the password I'm gonna run around with whenever I do live streams and everything. If I do it on Dark Souls 3, and it's actually, I'm gonna do it for all the From Software games. So, and that includes like if I were to ever go on Dark Souls Remastered, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne, if I were to be on any of those games, and if I ever am live streaming at the time, so this is only a live stream thing. This would be the password if you want to join me, or I join you, one of the two. Actually, if I were to be doing something where I join other people for like grinding or whatever, that would probably be without a password, just so I can quickly join in on a person. But for people joining me purposes, I guess, I mean, in Dark Souls 3, if I'm on this character, you're gonna get a lot of souls. And I'm not lying when I say this. I pretty much got my friend, like, we were just running through base game, and he, like, is pretty much already almost level 100, and he hasn't even really been through, like, majority of the area, because, like, it takes me, like, forever to level up on, you know, whenever I'm playing, like, my sorcerer build, or my faith build. Takes me forever to level up, takes me a while just to get to level 50, and he was like pretty much almost level 100 in areas that took me to, like, I'm level 50 and I'm in that area, and he's just cakewalking on through. But, you know, then again, he also made a strength build whenever he was doing that as well, and is using this weapon, which honestly is one of the most powerful strength weapons in the game. If you were to put, you know, a heavy gem on it and, like, pretty much boost your strength. And if you really want to know, my personal recommendation, especially if you're trying to do, like, a strength build, is, like, you know, making sure that you have enough stats, really, to use this weapon. But this only really requires 10 dexterity, a buttload of strength. But, I mean, if you just, like, start off with the claymore, which you can easily get. I know you're gonna take fire damage from the dragon in the beginning of the game, but it's, you know, really worth it to get the claymore, because you can look through it. All you have to do is just be patient about it. There's really no reason to get that to whatever. And I don't think there's anything over there. It was just more or less grabbing that item. Oh wow, I love how oh god. Okay, where's my glasses? I probably would have ran past it anyways. I didn't even hear it twinkly until, after the fact that I walked by it. Alright, give me a second. Just put on my glasses away quick. bit of whatever. Oh, and I'm getting invaded. Well, that's always nice. Well, I'm not in a nice area anyways. Like, there's no nice area right here, at least, to find. To try not to take any damage, because if I don't take any damage, I really can't get around this enemy's eye. But I know where, like, a good majority of the time where people invade, or at least where they come in from, so. Yeah, this is a nice little spot. I can just wait for them to slide down because they spawn where the Millwood Knights are most of the time. At least every time I invade in this area, I spawn there. And I know I have Way of the Blue equipped, but that was, you know, because I mean, I know I can handle my own. And I just have Way of the Blue just to hopefully get a Blade of the Dark Moon to make things a little bit easier on myself as I'm trying to walk through. The even easier thing for me to do is just to honestly walk around offline mode anyways, but I'd rather not. I mean, if people can live through my world, they're gonna get a lot of souls by the end of it, so. There's that, and really, I think the only people that can join my world or invade me in general is people who are in New Game Plus anyways. I'm not sure if it's specifically Journey 3 or not, but something that I realized whenever I was invading myself, like I would go to like, you know, the beginning area, and I'd have like a good majority of my health and endurance and all that, and it's probably not a good idea for me to be wiping my glasses as there is currently an invader. So that's a Blade of Dark Moon. So that's always nice. That's another thing about being in Way of the Blue is like even if somebody invades you, as long as it takes a while for them to find you. You can have like a Blade of the Dark Moon like join you and just like kill everything and do that. So that's like the one positive thing about this. You know, just guy comes in, kills everything for me, pretty much. Something I don't really want to do, but whatever. Oh, he's using the black knight though. That's cool. Oh, I hate this area. I've only really been through this area one time. And I was also in New Game Plus because I didn't have the DLC until I was in Journey 2. Which really did not help in my case, I guess if you think about it. Hey, Jeff! It's pretty cool. She also mentioned these are people's you know, player names that you see, not their actual names. He's using a big whack-a-hammer. Play whack-a-mole. It's great, because I can honestly just sit back and think for all these guys for me. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Currently running through a painted world. That's really all I'm doing.
Oh, well, there is nothing forlorn about you. You must be the other Ash, I suppose. Oh, wondrous. Make the tales, my you.
Okay, whatever, he just wants us
But
to...
us, my
Yeah, he just wants us to do all that stuff, but anyways. Sure, yep, bonfire. I still don't remember if I've ever gotten that shiny. It's like the dumbest part about it. And there's not a wall here, I just like smacking it anyways. But yeah. I should mention though, as you know, as you're walking by, waiting to figure out where the invader is, mostly where he is. But I do have, just in case you were wondering, a little, if I can go to the right thing. Anyways, password set up for like anybody that wants to join me, pretty much. And that's what it is. And I'm only gonna have this password activated for anytime I do live streams and stuff like that. So. Because other times I just run around with either no password or if I'm running with a recipe set. Are you on remastered? Yeah, I mean, I'll have the password. Like, if I were to do live streams on remastered, I would have the same password set up, but yeah, I actually just recently beat remastered, so. And by recently, I mean like a couple or a few days ago. I don't remember how long ago it was. Shoot. Oh yeah, no, I beat it. I've beaten it. And I also have another character that's really close to beating it as well. I have like several characters. Yeah. Because I have my sorcerer build, who was my main build for a while. These guys are, so it's not like they're screaming on me as I'm trying to say stuff. Why is there so many? Anyways. So my sorcerer build is in the town of Uasel, which is kind of a side area. I beat the game with the strength build though, and I need to honestly I can beat the game again with my sorcerer build. I just have to leave the area that I'm in because I can't really kill the boss with magic. Speaking of magic and magic. Don't get me wrong, I have like 60 intellect too. And I couldn't really beat the boss with magic. It was a melee fight, and I don't really have that good of a melee weapon. I think I already have that. Man, you're supposed to be trying to ring the bell? Have you rung the one bell church? The church tower bell? Or are you on Quaeleg's bell? In which case, I mean, obviously, I've already done both of them. But, gonna assume you meant you haven't ring any. So... Okay, well, I mean, at least you know where they are, so that's always a positive thing. It's just killing the bosses, I'm assuming, is, the part that, you're having a little bit of struggle with. Which is fine. Because I think whenever I was running through with my sorcerer, you know, if you started out with the master key, you can go to, like, Valley of Drake, and, get the Astora Straight Sword and Dragon Crest Shield, which helps out a lot actually. And I used that to get through the area. And also speaking of killing the Twinkling Titanite, if you kill the Twinkling Titanite lizard, oh hey, the Dark Spirit returned home. Nice. Alright, so if you kill the Twinkling... No, you haven't gotten the weapons yet? Yeah. I mean, really, if you can get the Twinkling Titanite that's in the barrel before the boss on the bridge, I don't remember what... It's like the demon, one of the demons. Just like hops down onto the bridge. Not the Asylum demon, obviously, but... like the one on the bridge before you get to the bridge with the dragon. I don't remember the areas off the top of my head. It's been a little bit since I've played. But yeah, that boss, like before you get to him, there's like one barrel that has a Twinkling Titanite in it. You murder the Twinkling and you can upgrade the Astora Straight Sword. And if you can kill the boss on the bridge, which you can, yeah, the Taurus demon. I knew it was a demon, I just didn't remember what the name of it was completely. But yeah, the Taurus demon, you can make him jump off the ledge, you know, whatever. There's several different ways that I don't know why I just did that. Yeah, there's several different ways that you can kill that one. But, you know, you kill him, get past the demon. Oh god. I don't remember where the other Twinkly is. I know you can... Well, yeah, no, you can get to the one that's in the Forest Basin. If you just run, instead of going to where the gargoyle is, the top of the bell tower, you could go to the right of that area. And go to where the blacksmith is. I forget what his name is. I think it's Andrea of the store or something like that. You go to where he is and keep going down. You could run past the other little demon thing that shoots lightning at you. Kill like one tree person that's definitely going to be there whenever you run through, and then you could kill the second one that would run after you, but it would only run after you if you move anywhere forward. But you run to the right down to the forest thing to kill that Twinkling, and you can upgrade your straight sword again. And it really just upgrading it just makes fighting the boss like 10 times easier, because I guess there is one by the Moonlight Butterfly, but I don't think it's the one I'm thinking of is by the Moonlight Butterfly. It's just one that you go down the area before the Black Knight that's actually guarding the other entrance to the Valley of Drakes, and also before you get to the area of the Hydra, and also where you find the longbow. Yeah, by the Hydra. Yeah, that's the one that yeah, it's the one that's by the Hydra. Like, you go out the exit that kind of leads you towards the Hydra, and you go down, there's a Twinkling down the little ledge thing. I'm just trying to remember how to run through this area. there's a twinkly there, and you could grind the, I think it's the Undead Parish, I don't know, it's just the area, like once you first get past the aqueducts, like that whole area, you can grind like 2,000 souls, like each time you run through that area. This area is kind of a pain, I remember that. Nice. There's also a Firekeeper soul that you can freaking screaming. Anyways, you can get the Firekeeper soul like really quick. There's one that you can get early on. It's kind of like a suicide run, sort of. Kind of. I mean, you can live, but it's like a low chance of that actually happening. But if you do live, you can, you know, bragging rights at that point. That's really all good. That's good for. So it'd be best if you didn't have any souls, but you go through the one place. It's like the area you go to before you go to the. It's the. I forget what it's called. God dang it. The ruin area. I don't know. I just can't remember what the area is called. It's been too long since I've played the game. I've been taking a break after I beat it for the first time, just kind of like running through and playing other games, but it's that early on Firekeeper soul that you can get, because you just go down the long bridge, there's going to be ghosts that attack you, and instead of, like, you know, going straight, you run straight a little bit, you go to the right, and then there's like the little platform ledge, you just run straight, grab the thing, and you can either accept death and jump off the edge after you grab the soul, or you can have one of the ghosts kill you, or if, like I said, you want bragging rights, yeah, spending souls is great too, like, you know, just instead of getting, you know, just to get the sword, if you can get the Firekeeper soul, so that way you have like a free upgraded Estus flask, like before you even fight the gargoyle, which is also really good to have. Like I said, you have to, you know, instead of going right to the area where you get the sword, I mean, if you want to get the sword first, you can get the sword first. It'd be a lot easier to get that, but instead of going right, you go left, you go down that long bridge. You have to go back to the ruin area anyways, but you got the soul, that's nice. Yeah, it's like one of the easiest souls to get to, apart from the fact that you have to kill yourself for it. If I remember, and another soul that you can get to quickly. Oh god. Yeah. Oh god, I'm getting murdered. The Wanderer. Nice. I don't remember where. I think I started off with the Wanderer. I don't remember where I started off with. Strength build. I don't remember if it was Knight or Wanderer. But either way, I hate fighting those things every time I walk into here. That's how you get wave break Clona. The only other downside about getting the Astora Straight Sword is like having to get the faith and the strength, dexterity, and all that just to use it. It's like the only downside to that weapon. Not like it's hard to do that, but it's just kind of a little bit annoying. Oh gosh dang it. What window do I want to go out? Just go. Yeah. Yeah, it does have high dex. You just have to get the strength, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I think it's 15 faith, but don't quote me on that. Gosh dang it, oh my god, why is this being so mean to me? And before I kill myself, I'm just gonna put on the silver kitty ring. 14. Well, that was close enough. Yeah, it was around there, but yeah. And that's just for base stats. I mean, if you want to make it to where it does a little bit more damage, but yeah, base stats work as long as you get the twinklings to upgrade it. Because getting it to at least +2, like pretty much cakewalks through like a lot of the game. Right, +2, +3. Doing a little bit of the grind to get the souls for it, because it's 2,000 souls. But, well worth it in the end, or long run. I think getting it to +3 works out just fine. If you want to get it to +5, you can. Another thing I guess I could recommend getting. Yeah, the Drake sword. Really nice weapon, and if you can get lucky enough, I think you have to do it a certain way, but if you can kill the dragon as you get the Drake sword, would also be really nice. But I'm sure there's like a little gimmick to it that guarantees that you kill the dragon, because otherwise it just randomly happens. Ooh, that's another life. Running past the dragon isn't really too terribly hard, and I mean, you don't necessarily need that bonfire. It's just nice to have that little thing opened up. Alright.
I've seen your kind, time and time again. Every fleeing man must be caught. Every secret must be unearthed. Such is the conceit of the self-proclaimed seeker of truth. But in the end, you lack the stomach to the agony that you'll bring upon yourself.
Oh, God. No. Oh, no. That was the dumbest thing I could have ever done in my life. Oh, no, don't kill me.
Forgive me, my lady. I swore an oath. But I have failed you. Lady Elfrida.
Holy sweet mother of Jesus. I like how you come back after I kill that guy. Oh, it's the same sword that I've been using. I just put, Karthus Flame Mark on it using the, Pyromancy. Which pretty much, yeah, just puts fire on it, which makes it does fire damage. It's really nice. And then there's this lady.
I believe. I feel the scent
Yeah.
of ash upon thee. Thou art the one of whom Uncle Gale spoke. The one to show me flame. 'Tis good. When this is done, may I return. The door is open thanks to thee. 'Tis good. I promised Uncle Gale I will. 'Tis good. The door.
Okay. That's a different thing. Where's the bonfire? It's just outside the door, I believe. Oh my god. Yeah, I walk that way. It's like the dumbest thing. I just have to walk out a window just to get the bonfire so I can open up this door. travel back yet? No? Okay. This area. Okay. I'm gonna have to kill this guy because he's just... Yeah, that's totally relatable. 100% relatable. Mom comes in. Oh, look at the one little brother. It's like, I'm trying to kill a boss in Dark Souls. Give me a minute. No, it's not a reason why I'm doing live stream. Kind of started early. I don't even know what time it is. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's like early in the morning, whatever. Before I wake up. Best time to honestly play Dark Souls. Now where I was? Yeah, same. Same. I mean, a little bit of minutes into it, but yeah. The only sad part is I hate YouTube algorithm for this, so I'm gonna have to end the live stream in like a good 40 minutes, or I have like 30 minutes left of doing this. Well, yeah, same. I've like grabbed my phone right quick. I think I was just there. I wish I can honestly. No, I don't have to. Okay, I just remembered. I have to go a little bit deeper in first. And a little bit of game lag. I just realized I can get booted at like any second. Oh god. This is why I love being strength-filled. Like, this is Journey 3 or New Game Plus 2, however you want to look at it. Thanks, man. Yeah, I try to do as many live streams as I can, every now and then. You know, whenever I have, like, free time. But, you know, that and, like, whenever I'm, like, playing randomly, and if I get, like, a good little clip, I try to, do, like, a little bit of, like, a video, put some music on it or whatever. Because I don't have, like, imported stuff. I know you can import stuff from computer, but, you know, I'd actually be doing videos if I had a computer. So, yeah. I wanted the backstab. Yeah. Like, I'd actually be having a lot of fun actually doing that, but regardless, get there eventually. Oh god. For now, yeah. For now, I'm just going to continue doing live streams because, you know, it's like one of the easiest things to do. Just do broadcasts from the system and whatever. Just go with it at this point. At least then, if I have like a stupid moment. Yeah. Well, I mean, nothing could be like an even dumber moment. Like whenever the first time I was running through Dark Souls with, you know, my friend that literally carried me through like the entirety of the game, and now I'm sitting here, like, carrying him through the entirety of the game. Like, I don't remember where I'm going over half the time, but, you know, I mean, I'm just murdering everything, so. But, first time going through the game, he's telling me, like, directions and, like, where to go and everything, and all that. Like, pretty, oh my god, I'm just pretty detailed, you know, it's like, just go straight, you know, it's like, after killing the dancer, it's like, go up the ladder, go straight, and go right, to get the bonfire. And my brain, like, I don't know what happened. We were playing for like hours, okay? So I go up the ladder. We've been playing for hours. I was tired as shit. I went left and I was like, oh my god. Is that I've grabbed an undead bone shard or an Estus flask or something, or Estus shard. Jesus. I don't have those. Don't know exactly what that means, but sure. I'm just gonna continue on with my little dumb moment that I had. Like, honestly, the most retarded moment that I've ever had. Then again, I was tired, so there is an excuse. So I went left, and yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I've, you know, just, my brain is not fully functioning. But, yeah. I don't know when it ever does, but, you know, when it does, it's great. Anyways, as I was saying, though, with, yeah, I'm just gonna go this way. Like, this is actually where I was trying to go to. It's like my death, trying to tell a story in Dark Souls is like, we're gonna make you fall to a pit of death. Where am I at? Big fat rip in the chat. At least, you have, data, so, you know, you can watch live streams occasionally whenever you get bored, and, you know, so that's always positive news. Yeah, I've had that, you know, feeling and experience before. I've had to go through that. It's a whole lot of fun. It was even more fun whenever I went to Germany and then, like, tried to connect to American servers, and that was even more fun. But, yeah. Like, I was born in America, I was just in Germany, because, yeah. But, as I was saying, though, with my dumb moment, if I can remember what it was. Yeah. I didn't really travel too much, like, you know, I wasn't on for, like, traveling reasons, or I didn't go, like, sightseeing too much. It was more or less because, you know, work-related mostly, not my work, obviously, but, oh my god. Yeah. Just bringing down that shortcut. But, you know, continuing onwards, though, with my dumb moment. So, like, I went left. I found an Estus shard. My friend was so confused. Like, you found an Estus shard. I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting poisoned. And he's like, poisoned? How the hell are you getting poisoned? And I'm like, ooh, a fog door. He's like, fog door? No, don't go through. And then I went through the fog door, and I was like, ooh, cutscene. He was like, cutscene? Oh my god. Like, it was literally retarded. And I ended up Osiris, the Consumed King, which in Dark Souls 3 is the boss that also gives you the Moonlight Greatsword whenever you go to the Transposition Hill. I ended up there. Yeah, I ended up there. I swear to God. I mean, he let it go now. I swear, I kid you not. Like, he never let that go for the longest time. He never let that go. I can never forget about it. That was, like, honestly the most dumbest. I have an excuse for how that happened, though, because I was tired as all hell. I guarantee you, though, like, going into the boss room woke me up. Like, dead in an instant. realizing I fucked up entirely. I was poisoned, almost dead. I barely had any Estus flask because I don't think fog doors are, I mean, in Dark Souls Remastered, I'm pretty sure you just go through fog doors like hotcakes, and I think the same thing goes for Dark Souls 2. But in Dark Souls 3, fog doors mean boss fight, so yeah. Yeah, fog doors means boss fight. So, but in my brain, I was like, ooh, fog door, just go through it. I mean, I was already poisoned, almost out of Estus flask, and so I just kind of went through anyway. Oh, why am I trying to block with this guy? What the? Okay, I just kill a guy on the rock and just corpse launched. Okay. God, the stupidest things always happen, I swear to God. I do kind of need to go there, but not right now. Not woofers. Hi, woofers. I like how you completely went around my sword and stabbed my son, you know, or bite my son, but whatever. Church. I don't know. I've been awake for a while. My brain has already gone numb. Yeah, well, I mean, that, and it would probably be the same case if I were to be playing Dark Souls Remastered, because, I, like, uber buff, not really, I didn't uber buff health until, like, later. I think my health is, like, around 30 or something. In this game, it's, like, 50, so, yeah. Woofers. I'm very sad that I have to kill woofers. You know, I love woofers, but then, you know, woofers trying to murder me, so... Sad, but yeah. Ow. Murder woofers. Come on. It has to happen, I'm sorry. Anyways. I think that's back down to the area that I would have fell down to. Before I continue that way, I need to go kill those guys that are by the cave and then run back to this area. So much running around. Not as much as Dark Souls Remastered though, because obviously I have an item like, you know, the Coiled Sword Fragment, which is pretty much an unlimited Homeward Bone. And you can pretty much fast travel everywhere in this game, so yeah. It's always nice. You don't really get the ability to fast travel until, like, after you do a whole bunch of stuff. Like, you have to get the Rite of Kindling, you have to get to Anor Londo, ow. I mean, you do get the ability to fast travel in that game. It's just, you know, way later on to the game. Like, you have to go through the, like, almost the entirety of the game. Not really. It's just, like, half the game. Or not even half. Even after you get to Anor Londo, that's not even half of Dark Souls Remastered. But Anor Londo is where Smo and the Dragon Slayer, the Iron Dragon Slayer, is like, I have the boss armor actually, the Dragon Slayer armor. If I wasn't blind and could actually find it through like the millions of armor sets that I have. Oh, there it is. Or that's Wolf Knight. Gosh dang it. Oh yeah, Iron Dragon Slayer, which is a boss in Dark Souls Remastered. If you haven't even rung a single bell, yeah, no, that's like not even 5% through the game. I'm pretty sure just getting to like the first bell in itself is like 0.5%. I don't even know. Like it's a pretty long game, but that's like all Dark Souls games. I already went down there. You know, it's really long. The only thing that really makes it to where you can go like fast through like any Dark Souls game is like whenever you find like a certain weapon or whenever you get strong enough. Yeah, you're wearing buff? That's good. I'm gonna get murdered by this knight, I swear to God. I had no stamina. Oh god. I really need to stop trying to fight with no stamina. Okay, now making a strength build anyways in like Dark Souls, you can literally just, for the most part, cakewalk through the game. Because you can just pretty much pancake every single boss. And the only downside with doing like a sorcery build or whatever is that like some bosses are resistant to magic. Although the Moonlight Butterfly is very weak to magic, but I mean you can still smack the Moonlight Butterfly to death whenever it lands and whatnot. This area in itself, I swear, is so long. At least I got that shortcut. Do I still? No, I need to put Silver Kitty Ring on. So I don't take any full damage. Although I don't think I'm gonna need to worry about that too much, but eh. Yeah. Ow. Oh god, please, 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 please. I'm so glad I actually had Silver Kitty Ring equipped. No, I wanted ice ring. Ooh, god. Ow. Sucks. Oh my god, I dodged just in time. Are you serious? Out of all things to kill me. That actually really makes me sad. Positive note, I can just get right back to where I was. Oh, God. Another positive note, since I'm in New Game Plus, I don't get invaded all that often. So I can just walk around Emberden. What would be like the only other ring that I can use is that one that would be any helpful to me, or actually, that's this ring. There we go. And this lady's still here because I think I need to get a certain item before she goes back. Alright, and just in case. Alright, I'm gonna just quickly get back to that area because unfortunately, because like I said, YouTube only really allows like 2-hour long clips, so I try to keep it underneath 2 hours. Like, you know, I try to keep it around like an hour 40 to an hour 50, so you know, like 10 minutes to really do this. There we go, that's what I needed to do the first time. Without making the other guy angry, unless there's... Okay, no reason to run there. Got it. Oh gosh, dang it. Oh, screw it. Oh, that wasn't that much fall damage anyways. New Game Plus is essentially, you know, just running through the game again, but the enemies do a lot more damage, has a lot more health, but you can, well, I mean, in this game you can get extra rings and also Soul of a Great Champion. Jesus Christ, I keep calling Soul of a Champion. Ow. Yeah, enemies have a lot more health, they do a lot more damage, but you do get more souls for them, and you can just level up more. The area that I'm running through right now is pretty much like... Wrong one. You know, this area is the same as it would be if I were to run through normal, like, before going to New Game Plus. It's essentially all... Ow. All New Game Plus is, you know, I've beaten the game, and I'm going through it again. Massive damage, I don't massive damage. Worth that, wasn't worth it. God, I need to run around with the extra ring on. God, you're annoying. Okay. God, that's a really dangerous move to do. Soul of a Champion. I'm pretty sure just off soul items alone I can level up. But yeah, Earthseeker, which is pretty much the hammer that guy was using, and you can do that little special attack into the ground thing, which, if I remember correctly, I don't think it really does a whole lot. At least I don't remember it doing a whole lot, so... Really? Honestly, just disappointing. Yep, high risk, high reward. Oh my god, I'm just gonna coil sword. Oh, screw it, I'll go back to the shrine. Which, also, that's another thing, you know, beautiful Dark Souls 3 compared to, you know, Dark Souls Remastered. Which is the first game, just remastered, whatever. The shrine is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The Firekeeper actually speaks. That's the best part that I love about this game. Another thing is, you know, about being in New Game Plus is because I already have gotten all the Estus shards and Undead Bone shards that I cannot... Okay, so the Undead Bone shards goes to, you know, the Firelink Shrine bonfire, which is this one. And you can burn Undead Bone shards, but as you can see, I can't kindle it any further. And I'm pretty sure doing that upgrades it to your Estus Flask to +10. And the Estus shards, you talk to Andre over here. You can allot your Estus, making it to where you can have Ashen Estus and normal Estus, but since I usually run around with just a sword, you know, I'm not helping my friend out. I get like 3 uses of doing this, so I just use it occasionally anyways. And then I can't use it anymore because I don't have any FP. Because I obviously did not upgrade attunement at all. Anyways. Fire sword, and I just realized I should probably refrain from doing that. I forget that I pretty much almost one-shot the Firekeeper. Anyways, how much does Soul of a Great Champion get me? This is the first time I've gotten this item. 50! 50,000 souls.
Very well, then take...
And I still don't have enough to level up.
Farewell, Ashen One.
God. I'll just use one of these. That was a Venerable Old Hand.
Very well, then take note.
Because Souls of a Champion give you 25,000, and I have 2 of those, so that's like an additional 50,000 right there. Which is always good. I'm just trying to get my dexterity to 30. But, yeah.
Farewell, Ashen
I think
One.
on that note, actually, and since, you know, it's getting closer to an hour 40-ish, I'm actually going to end the live stream right here after leveling up and having 6,900 souls left and everything that I just did. I may or may not do another one later. I do not know. I'll just do a live stream whenever honestly I feel like it. Aside from that, I'm still going to continue playing this game just on the off time, because unlike Dark Souls Remastered, I don't have like a assigned character that I do live streams with on this game, so alright, that's fine. I'm going to end a live stream anyways, so yeah, it's alright. Well, I gotta end the live stream, so, and I may or may not start up another one, probably not, because I need to take a break from this game, but and either way, like I said, I don't have an assigned character for this game though, so I'm just honestly playing my main character, just whatever character I feel like it at the time. Probably just gonna run through my main character, but I'm not gonna be in the same place, obviously, every time. I might already be through, like, majority of the way through the painted world by the next time I do the live stream or whatever, or like already killed Freed and I'm in the Ring City. I don't, like, honestly, it just depends. Either way, I'm gonna end it here. You know, thank you, Project Asylum. I know you left already because, you know, you said you were gonna be right back. Thank you for, you know, stopping by the live stream, you know, chatting a little bit. It was a lot of fun. But otherwise, I may or may not do another one. God, I really just love... Anyways, yeah, I shall see you guys next time I do a live stream, or another video, or just whatever I feel like doing. Until I finally get a computer, and then I will have, like, kind of a steady flow of videos. But I also have, I actually have a second channel already made, I'm not going to say what it is quite yet. But I do have a second channel already made for whenever I start doing computer editing and actual videos that aren't just constant live streams. And I mean, another way how you'll know whenever I get a computer is because all of my live streams that I've already done on this channel would be in a playlist. And that's whenever I will start doing that, and I'm probably gonna do like a little video saying whenever I got a computer and saying to go to that channel, but not right now because I don't have the computer right now. So for right now, it's just kind of like a channel that I haven't created for whenever I start it. I need to get a computer, get all that set up, and when I do have it set up, I'll let you guys know. Then I can actually start doing, you know, actual videos, playing a lot more different type of games, playing computer games as well, you know, PC games, instead of just, you know, console games. And I know I could just connect my PlayStation 4 controller to it, but I'm probably just gonna actually try to use mouse and keyboard, you know, getting used to doing that. I'm actually looking forward to doing that eventually. It's gonna be a little while. I will say this now, before the live stream ends. It's gonna be a little while before I can get all of that set up. I know I just said, you know, like the whole little outro thing a little bit earlier, and I'm still continuing onwards. But whatever, I'll ramble for a good little bit. It's fine, it doesn't really matter. I'll just do Path of the Dragon way quick. You know, as we have a little bit of me ranting. So, like said though, whenever I get that all set up, I'll do a video for it. You know, like actually, because the picture that's on like the right side is like my profile picture for my PlayStation, whatever, just the one that I have, or the avatar that's on my PlayStation. It's not my actual YouTube thing anyways. My YouTube thing is actually a picture that I took in Pokemon Go. But, you know, and I'll leave it at that, because, you know, whenever I get my actual channel set up, I'll get an actual, like, you know, channel logo and everything, get some videos flowing in, you know, maybe, like, one every other day or something like that, or just, you know, actually doing more videos and 20-minute long things other than, you know, an hour or almost 2 hours of me playing Dark Souls and being retarded or something like that. Instead of that, just, you know, actual videos, you know, funny moment videos, and it could still be with Dark Souls and all the other games that I still play. It's just, you know, it'd be, you know, I can actually space out the video. I can actually have like 30 minutes of gameplay or whatever, and then, you know, take that, upload it. Like I could play for like an hour and then chop up that hour into sections and then upload them at like, you know, like in later dates or whatever, or just, you know, play for like an hour or 2 hours and then upload them like an hour or 30 minutes after each other, you know, or probably closer to like an hour after each other, I don't know, and actually do Let's Play series, all that kind of stuff, funny moment videos, all of those good things. I will eventually do whenever I get my own PC, but you know, and I'm trying to get there, trying to work on getting that. For now, though, it's just more or less just playing the waiting game. It's the part that really sucks, but I mean, it's the same thing as if waiting for a brand new video game to come out, you know. You know, you wait for a brand new game to come out, you have to usually wait a good while, and you could be hyped up for it, and sometimes disappointed whenever the game just comes out because, like, the servers are crap or stuff like that, but, you know, eventually they fix the game, and you enjoy, I mean, I honestly enjoy playing the game, even if it's buggy and all the heck. Like, if I've been, like, waiting to play the game and looking forward to playing the game, and even if it's, like, laggy and buggy or whatever, I'll still love to play the game. And it's the same thing, you know, just referencing, you know, the same thing as, you know, waiting till I finally get a PC, because then I can actually do all these good things, all these nice videos, actual videos, and if I were to do live streams, you know, I'd actually have like a whole live stream setup other than the whole PlayStation setup. would actually have like a live stream set up where, you know, you can see freaking comments or something. Probably not do like a whole comments thing like on screen. I don't know. It just depends. Later on, that's something that's gonna happen months. I will say this now. It's gonna happen months from now. Probably even maybe a year. It just depends on how long it takes me to get a PC. But once I do get one, it's gonna be great. Other than that, I'm just gonna do live streams occasionally, or if I have like a little clip that I can actually get like a little clip of, and I'm like, hey, that'd be pretty cool if I make it, like, you know, into a clip. You know, and do that. Otherwise, I know I've been rambling on for a good decent, almost 5 minutes now, or probably 5 minutes. So it's like a little just ramble chat thing before I end the video or live stream. Either way, I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna just stop right now before I keep going. Jesus, you guys have fun.